In his current role as Programmer Analyst 2, Mark Watkins is continually involved in changes in our company. For example, the computing environment in Norman was recently subject to a virus attack. Without an automation tool to handle the situation, the IT staff was required to visit each personal computer to implement appropriate safeguards, a time-consuming and labor-intensive effort. On his own initiative, Mark started working on an automated script that would roll out virus patches. The next time a virus attacked, the script was quickly implemented, saving 20 to 30 man-hours. Norman has now implemented a proactive solution to automatically distribute virus fixes to personal computers in the network. This kind of initiative, coupled with an excellent programming skill set, allows us to focus on getting ahead rather than simply reacting to the same emergency each time. On behalf of the IT management team, thank you, Mark, for not only your solution in this situation, but for all the great work you do.
Lee Cosby. Thanks, Mike. Well, good morning, everybody. YCI Outstanding Performance Award. This is a program that is going on back out on the West Coast. Medford and Pleasanton are involved in it, and there's a few folks here at Shaklee and Norman that are also participating in that, and I'm going to share a little bit of information about this program this morning with you. You might be wondering what that is, and to correlate it to what we do here, it's pretty much like the CPI program. Basically what they've asked us to do is look for opportunities and ways to save money, increase efficiencies, and above all, don't spend any money. So we had an opportunity recently, actually it's been a few months back now. You guys were probably aware that there were several viruses coming out and patches and fixes and those things that were affecting our computer environment. As a matter of fact, out in Medford, the corporate environment was attacked by one of the viruses, and we shut down routers and all this other fun stuff, and we had to fix our machines. In order to do that, we had to go around to each machine and install software patches. And if you think about it, our environment here, about 110 plus devices, about 15 minutes per machine. And if you do a little math there, it comes out to around 30 hours. 15 minutes per machine, you can do the math yourself. But anyway, the first time through, needless to say, it was pretty painful. We had people working through the night because it had to be up and running the next morning. And the next day after we all recovered from that event, talked with Mark a little bit. And this is Mark Watkins, by the way. You can go ahead and click that up to the next, thanks. And I talked with Mark a little bit, and I said, Mark, there's got to be a better way. And he kind of looked at me and he says, Lee, let me see what I can do. Just go away, leave me alone for a while, and I'll see what I can come up with. And sure enough, about 2 or 3, 4 days later, he came up to me and says, Lee, I've tested this out. Looks like it'll work, but we really don't have anything to test it with. And I said, well, that's okay. That's a good thing. We don't have any viruses sitting in our network. The next Friday, if I remember correctly, we got another phone call from Medford. Another one of those SOSs that basically said, hey guys, we got another attack coming out. Shut down the routers. We need you to spend all night. I said, no, I'm not doing that. Not on a Friday night. We'll come in tomorrow. So on Saturday morning, we walk in. We're here at about 9 o'clock, and I look at Mark, and I said, okay, time to work your magic. And he looks me right in the face, and he says, go away for about an hour, come back and talk to me then. I said, fair enough, I can do that. So about an hour later, I come back, and I said, how we doing? He looks at me, and he says, you give me another 15 minutes, I'll be done. I said, what? He says, we will be done in another 15 minutes. So I walked away for another 15 minutes, sure enough, come back, and he had completed it. We had gone from 30 hours for multiple patches down to an hour and a half. And Mark did all that on it. So Mark, thank you very much. We've used that script that he wrote on several occasions. You'll notice when I kick out an email and I will occasionally ask you guys to reboot your system. That's Mark's script working in the background, and we're applying those patches and those fixes. I'm sorry for the length of the story, but I really wanted to tell you that because it kind of gives you an idea of what's going on in the background, what our IT shop does, how we prevent the environment from getting infected, and it can have a real large impact on production around here. So as a result of this, Mark, I found out yesterday, and I haven't had a chance to talk to you about this, but through this nomination, and your nomination was obviously accepted, there's a plaque on its way out here. Also, we get to have our picture taken. It should be in the local paper, so you might be looking for that here pretty soon. I didn't know that was going to go on either, but Medford's program is a little bit different from Norman's. It does focus a little bit more on individual achievement, although I understand the teams can be nominated, but it's right in line with our CPI program, and I thought you guys might be interested in hearing about what was going on. So thank you very much.
Okay. Just as a quick tie into that, the program that he was talking about has been going on for quite a while at Bear Creek, and it's a pretty cool program because it's driven by people nominating their peers and things like that. It's really driven from the bottom up, and they do quite a bit of recognition with it. There's a nice little thing that comes with it in the plaque, and they do publish the pictures and the names of the folks in the local paper. It's a pretty big deal. It happens